Hello, Applied Level 3 General, and welcome to the first video for week 14. So we're beginning with an overview of this week. It's a shorter week, and we're having our listening and reading summative assessments on site. So your teachers will have told you about this, the days and the times, and how to respect social distancing while you're at your campus. So what I want to do is look at the evidence requirements, first of all, for the listening assessment. So the first part is demonstrating that you understand the purpose of the spoken text and the overall main idea. Now, remember that there are two questions here: understanding the purpose of the purpose of the text, and understanding what the overall main idea is. Now, all of these answers will be in multiple choice form. So read them very carefully and understand the difference between them, and then make the right choice according to what you understood from the text. The next one is being able to identify supporting detail. So you'll be given a main idea, and you'll be asked to give some ideas, supporting ideas for that main idea. We'll be looking at some examples later. And then the last one, specific information from the first spoken text is identified. In this one, it's often in the form of a summary, and you have to be able to supply a word or two, or a number, or a name to complete the gap. It's a gap fill exercise. So let's look at the evidence requirements for the reading. Again, we want you to be able to show us that you understand the overall purpose of the text, and also who the audience might be. Who do you think the text was written for? Which sort of people would be most interested in reading this? And again, the answers will be in multiple choice form, so you can choose the answer that you think is correct. The next one, main ideas and supporting details are identified. Now here, you will either be given a main idea and you'll have to supply some supporting details, or you will be given supporting details and you'll have to be able to identify the main idea. Now again, your teacher will have practiced this sort of exercise with you, and I think you should be well prepared for this. Now have a look here. Here it says 11 out of 15 answers should be correct. All right, so yeah, so really try your best to get those 11 correct answers. Next one, key information leading to a deeper understanding is identified. Now, this is the sort of question where you have to write your answer from what you understood. You'll find the answer in the text, or maybe you'll have to paraphrase an idea to answer this question. 1.4, language features aiding comprehension are identified. This usually refers to pronouns, relative pronouns. You have to be able to show us that you know what these relative pronouns or pronouns refer to, and you've probably practiced for that as well. And the last one, deeper understanding of key vocabulary is demonstrated. That's also often a gap fill. You're given a sentence and a choice of vocabulary items, and you must use those items to complete the gaps in the sentences. All right, that brings us to the next point. In preparation for Event 3 speaking, this is our last speaking assessment. It will be a presentation that you will have to prepare at home and deliver to your teacher. Now, the topic here, we're giving you the topic in advance so that you can prepare for it. You need to choose a place around New Zealand, and it cannot be Auckland, and prepare a presentation about this place. So the idea is to tell the audience why this is a good place to live. All right, so you're trying to persuade your audience to live in this place. So in your presentation, you are to mention the following items. So you need to be able to tell us where the place is and some special features about it, a bit about the geography or the history. So probably a good idea to go online to maybe to Wikipedia or some other source of information about this place, and so that you can inform us about it. You need to be able to talk about job and career opportunities in this place. Is it a farming district? Is it near a sort of a hydroelectric dam? Where most of the people in the area work for this dam, and a place like that in the South Island. Is it a forestry centered around forestry? Something like that. That you have to tell us about job and career opportunities in this place. Talk about the educational institutions available there, lifestyle and leisure activities for residents, amenities and community organizations such as clubs. Now, your teacher will also will help you understand how to use these words, what they refer to, if you don't know, and give some reasons why people should live in this place. Again, this is a presentation that you prepare at home, and you send the presentation to your teacher to mark. So the final point we're looking at is formative listening for this week, and it's about places to marry in New Zealand, about places where you can get married in New Zealand. Now, when we go over it, be aware of the evidence requirements, okay? And we'll come back to this and look at the evidence requirements and see how they match. So this is our task, places to marry in New Zealand. So we're going to listen to the talk and answer the questions given below, all right? So make use of your notes to answer the questions. So look at the question, which of the following best identifies the purpose of the dialogue? All right, so and here you have a choice of answers. So you listen very carefully to the text, read these carefully, understand what the difference is between them, and then you circle the correct option. Second question is talking about which of the answers best identifies the overall main idea. All right, so again, read these carefully, and according to your understanding, you circle the correct one. Now, task 2, let's have a look. Task 2, understanding of supporting details in the extended speech of the first spoken text is demonstrated. Okay, so here we ask, write 2 reasons why people have to choose Wellington if they want to get married. So remember, a reason or an explanation is they are both supporting details for a main idea. Remember, when you're writing your paragraph in your topic sentence, you give the main idea, and then you follow it with supporting detail, either an explanation or a reason, examples, all right? So here we want 2 reasons. Now, probably the main idea is you must choose Wellington if you want to get married, right? Very, very strong. So they must have some very good reasons for this. Give 2, right? Write 2 things that Lake Tekapo offers to people for special occasions. So here, Lake Tekapo could also be a fantastic place for a special occasion. Now, give examples of 2 things. So remember, examples also are supporting details for a main idea. Here we have the reasons again, supporting details, why people have to tie the knot. What does that mean, tie the knot? Well, that's something for you to look up. For two things why Rotorua and Bay of Islands can be chosen if people want to exchange their vows. What does that mean? So these are all synonyms for something. See if you can work out what it is. So again, supporting detail for people choosing to exchange their vows in the Rotorua or the Bay of Islands. Next one, more reasons. You give reasons. Remember, reasons are also supporting detail. And it goes on. And then the last task is gap fill. So it's like a summary of the text, and you're asked to fill the gaps with information that you hear from the text. Okay, well, that brings me to the end of today's session, and I wish you all the best for the assessments. Hope everything goes well for you, and look forward to catching up with you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.